Created with free version for non-commercial use.
On 120 and save, and now you can see that 120 is the first value in this array. Okay, now if we want to take off from the back or from the front, we can do that. So let's say take off from end. So we'll say numbers dot, and then we have a method called pop. All right, so think of it as just popping it off from the end. So we'll say, actually we don't have to put in any parameters, we'll just save, and now that 120 is gone. Okay. Now up here, you know, 5 is the end, and 5 is still here. The reason for that is because we actually added 250 onto the end, so that's what's being popped off. If I were to comment this out, where we didn't add it on, then 5 will be popped off. All right, but I'm going to uncomment that. So if we want to take off from the front, we can say numbers dot shift. Okay, instead of unshift, we're doing shift. And if you look at the array now, 120 is at the beginning, but if I save this and reload, 120 now gets taken off the front. All right, we can also splice out values from any place in the array. So let's do that. We'll say splice values. So we'll do that by saying numbers dot splice, and we want to define where we want to start from. So let's say we want to take out this 56. This is in the 1 position, right? So 0, 1. So we'll say 1 and 1 and save, and now 56 is gone. So basically we're saying where we want to start and where we want to end. So we only wanted to take out that 1 value, so we put a 1. Now let's say we wanted to take the 56 and then the 2 after it, 123. So we would say 1, 3 and save, and now you can see the 100 and the 23 are also gone. All right, so that is splice. Now we can also reverse the array. So if we say numbers dot reverse, okay, so right now it starts at 43, ends at 5. Let's save that. Now it starts at 5 and ends at 43. All right, so that is mutating arrays. We can also concatenate arrays. Let's see, concatenate array. So for that, let's say val equals, and then we'll take the numbers array, and then we'll do concat, and let's say we want to concat on numbers 2, which is the other array we have up here. So if I go ahead and save that, and we log the val, now we have an array with 9 values inside of it, because it's both of these put together. Okay. Another thing we can do is sort. Okay, so let's say val equals, and we'll sort fruit. So fruit dot sort and save, and notice that now it's in alphabetical order. Okay, now sorting numbers, let me just show you. If we do val equals numbers dot sort and save, let's see, we're looking at this one here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is comment out all of these mutating methods that we created. It's just so we have the original array, which is this. So we'll save that, and then let's look at this. So this doesn't look right, right? We have 100, 23, 36. This is supposed to be going from lowest to highest. So we have 5 down here. What it's doing is it's sorting by the first number. So you notice that the first number is sorted, and that's probably not what you want to do. So what you want to do to fix this is use what's called the compare function. So you want to pass in a callback to this sort. So I'll show you how to do that. Let's say use the compare function. So we would do val equals numbers dot sort, and then what you would do is pass in a function here, and this function takes in 2 you can call this whatever you want. X and Y is popular, A and B sometimes, and then all you want to do is return X minus Y. All right, and then let's save that, And now if we look at the sorted array, you can see it starts at 5, ends at 100. Okay, it doesn't matter for, you know, the beginning number like it did before. And then if you want to go the other way, so if you want a reverse sort, then we can grab this, and instead of x minus y, we can do y minus x and save, and now it's sorted in the other direction. All right, so this is what you want to do if you're sorting numbers. All right, another method I want to mention is find. Now, find actually takes in a testing function. So what I'm going to do here, I know we haven't really gone over functions yet, but I just want to show you this real quick. So if we have a function, actually we need to name it. Let's call it, we'll call it under 50. All right, and it's going to take in a number, and then we're just going to return num less than 50. All right, so we have this very simple function, and then we're going to set val equal to numbers.find, and then we're going to pass in that function, which is under 50. Okay, so let's save that, and we get a 44. So what this did is it looked at our array, which is this right here, and the first number that popped up that is under 50, actually wait a minute, that's not right. Return val numbers.find. Oh, it's because we sorted it. That's why. If we go ahead and comment that out and save, then we get 23. All right, and if we look up here, that's not right either. What the hell? Oh, sorted it here as well. So you can see we've done some things to change up the array. So now it works. All right, so 43 is the first number under 50. All right. It's just that we had stuff going on here that mutated the array, and that's what it was going on when we said numbers. All right, but now we're just looking at it as how we created it, and 43 is the first one that's under 50. If we wanted to do the opposite, let's say over 50, change that to greater than, and pass in over 50 and save, we get 56. If we go up here and we go, you can see that 56 is the first one over 50. All right, so I think that's it. You know, these are very, very simple methods, and they're very powerful, and you'll see that we'll use some of these in some of the projects we create, but that's going to be it for now, guys. In the next video, we're going to look at object literals.
Created with free version for non-commercial use.